Hello everyone, this is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Today I have an empties video for you, and I don't do these often because I don't feel like I go through products quite often, but when I use a product up, I have a little basket under my vanity where I just throw them in, and I realized yesterday that it was like starting to overflow. So it's not something I keep my mind on, like, oh, I got to check my empties to see if I'm getting there yet to make a video. But when I do notice and I start to film an empties video, I have a lot of empties. So that's what we have today. We have a lot of things, and I'm just going to quickly start going through those, letting you know how I feel about them and whether or not I would repurchase them or not, and we'll just get started. So the first thing I have is just kind of boring. I have two antibacterial gentle foaming hand soaps from Bath & Body Works. One is in the sparkling pink champagne flavor, and the other one is in the apple blossoms from the Fresh Picked line. And I got both. I got this one a long time ago, maybe not this Christmas, but the Christmas before. But I loved it so much. I had two. I loved one so much that I saved the other one to not use for a while, just to make sure that I had something to look forward to. Well, I finally broke it out and used it all up, and I did love the way this smelled, the sparkling pink champagne. So that was definitely something I would repurchase, but it was only a special collection time for that one Christmas. And the other one, apple blossoms, I mean, it wasn't anything special of a flavor, and right now I do have several of these soaps that I don't need to be buying any of these for a while. So those, I mean, I love those soaps. I love to keep them by my sink to wash my hands all the time because they don't dry my hands out, and they are do a nice job of cleaning my hands, but I have a ton of those, so I don't need to repurchase them anymore. Another boring thing, but it's something I just like to point out, is I've gone through, now I must have been collecting these for at least a couple months because I have two of my favorite deodorants. It's the Secret Clear Gel Outlast in the unscented version. I hate any scents on deodorant, and so I'm glad whenever I can find these because it's unscented. Love them. They're clear gel. They don't leave that white residue on me, and so that's my favorite one, and I've gone through two of those, and I already have at least one or two in backup. Another thing I have is from Peter Thomas Roth. Actually, I have two items from Peter Thomas Roth. One is called the Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. It's the oil-free anti-wrinkle technology, and it's actually, you know, it's clear right now, but it comes in it's the orange formula. So it's the orange liquid, and this is probably at least my second bottle of this, and I definitely would repurchase it. I have one already in my vanity that I'm working on, and I think I have one in backup. These are not cheap. I think they're like $35 a piece, so that means I really like it. So for me to have gone, bought 4 bottles of this means it's pretty good. It's great with the Clarisonic, and it is it does a good job of deep cleaning and still being gentle on my skin. I don't know about all the other promises it claims to have, like, rejuvenating, clarifying, brightening, blah blah blah, but I feel like it's a good cleanser. I love Peter Thomas Roth, and I definitely would repurchase this. The other thing from Peter Thomas Roth that I actually finished up this morning was the Camu Camu Power Vitamin C Brightening Serum, and it looks like this. I absolutely love the Camu Camu line. It is a serious vitamin C power packed, and it is something I really like. I have the moisturizer, the CC cream, the sleeping mask, and also the serum. This I use every morning for, I wash my face, then do the serum, and then moisturize, and I find it to be wonderful. I have found over time that my skin tone has evened out. I used to be like lighter in this area and much darker in this area, but over time I think this has really helped even out my skin tone, and to the point where I don't have to wear foundation if I don't want to. So I think that is amazing, and this is pricey too. very pricey, and I've already, I have a backup. So when I finished this morning, I was able to pull another one out right away. So it's another something that I definitely repurchase, and I don't ever intend to being without. So the Camu Power Vitamin C Brightening Serum by Peter Thomas Roth. Very good. Another item I got from Sephora was the waterproof eye makeup remover, and it looks like this. Well, actually, this is the clear bottle, but it is the blue formula. It actually is like a darker blue and then a lighter blue or clear on top, and you shake it up, and it is really, really good at getting out your waterproof eye makeup, and it does a good job. You just put it on your cotton round, soak it on your eye for 10 seconds, and then wipe it all off. It does all come off, and I really like it. The only reason I do not repurchase this one is because, well, first of all, it's blue and it looks weird on my vanity. And second of all, I started repurchasing this one, which is the Clean Express Makeup Remover by Maybelline. I discovered this one in the drugstore, and it's much cheaper, and it does the same thing. Instead of having the two blue solutions, I think it has a pink solution or a clear solution, but it's in this pink bottle. Looks much nicer on my vanity, but also it does the same exact thing, and it's much cheaper. I trust Maybelline brand. The only thing with this is I went to Target and I noticed that, there's a few other bottles that do slightly different things, and they were all on clearance. So I'm hoping this is not being discontinued. If so, I've already got a backup that will take me for a while, and if for some reason it is discontinued and I have to stop getting this, then I'll go back to this. No problem. They're both the same thing. I love them both, but I'm not going to repurchase this one because of cost, and also that I found this one which I feel is just as good and I like it better. So those are eye makeup removers. I went through my Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and this is another thing that is something that I love and will never be without in my personal makeup collection or my makeup kit. I love the way it sets makeup and makes it last all day long. It's just that good. And I have already purchased a backup, or I have already purchased something to replace this, and it's on my vanity right now, and I have a smaller one for my kit, and pretty soon when that gets about halfway empty, I will purchase the backup, because I never want to be without this, especially in the summertime when makeup gets really warm and feels like it wants to melt off your face. This will stop that. So this is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Very good stuff. And then I also finally went through a bottle of my favorite perfume. It's actually the only perfume I wear, and you all know it's YSL Parisienne. It comes in a bottle that looks like this, and it's a pink solution that's normally inside, and I love the way it smells. It has a great story for me. It brings me back to my last trip in Paris, and it's my signature scent, and I feel good when I go through a bottle, but not at the same time. It's like I hope they never discontinue it, because it's not sold in stores anymore. Like Sephora and Ulta don't have it on the shelf. I have to order it online. I'm just hoping that that doesn't mean a big sign that, of things to come. So this is great. I love it. I've already purchased another bottle. This is the I think the 1 ounce, and I bought the next larger size up. So I have that much more to play with. But this is really, really good. If you haven't had a chance to smell it, maybe if you're in a fragrance store or at a department store makeup counter, give this a try. I think you would like it. Two other things I have here are from e.l.f. This is the 3-in-1 mascara, and then I also have the waterproof lengthening and volumizing mascara. And both of these, I wouldn't say they're empties because I didn't really use them much. I bought them and put them in my kit, and I don't know, they either came dry, or they must have come dry because I didn't have a chance to use them that much. And there's no product I can pick up on it. I was really excited to look at this wand. It's really, really nice, but they were dry already. So, I mean, for the $1.50 that I spent, I'm not going to cry about it, but I wasn't really happy about that. But I'm just throwing these away and going on to other mascaras. I would not repurchase these because I do feel there are better mascaras out there, even though these are very affordable. I prefer to have other drugstore mascaras in my makeup kit, and then I use a little bit more higher end mascara for myself. So that's what I feel about that. I went through another one of these, which is the Tea Tree Cleansing Wipes. These are something that I pointed out in my very first empties video. I had a bunch of these because I love tea tree oil on my skin. I think it does a really good job of cleansing and disinfecting, but I would not repurchase these anymore because they are strong. I think the fragrance is very strong of tea tree oil, but also I think that it's just a little bit too much for my skin, and I think now that I look back, I was probably stripping it a little bit by using, because I would use a makeup wipe and then I would use these, and I think that was a little bit too much. So I'm staying away from these and just using something that's a little bit more gentle. So these are really good though if you have skin that really needs like oil control or a lot of cleansing. These are really good, but I'm just not going to repurchase. I think they're $15 for a pack of 25, and you can only get them at the Body Shop. So that was just a little inconvenient, whereas I can get something else a little bit more easily. Then the next thing I have is all back to MAC stuff. So I'm going to quickly go through everything that I've used up from MAC. And I'm excited to do this video because now I can finally take these things in and get a lipstick that I wanted. And if you don't know about Back to MAC, it's where you can take in 6 of your empty MAC containers and trade those in for either, if you're at a MAC counter, you get a lipstick, or at a MAC standalone store, you get a lipstick, eyeshadow, or lip gloss. So what I'm going to be taking back is, and maybe I'll be able to get 2 things, is I'm going to take back this MAC wipes. I got the big 100-sheet case of this when I was at the CCO the last time. They're great. You know, I love MAC wipes. I think they're the best. But I think I'm going to make a switch over to drugstore wipes because I have such high quality skincare that I don't need to rely on my makeup wipes to do all the work. So I am going to, this was $23.25 for 100 at the CCO, so they're probably a lot more at the, the counter or the store. So I'm going to see what else is out there, but I do love these. I would repurchase them, but I'm kind of making that commitment to save the money and see what else is out there and rely on my high quality skincare items to do the bulk of what I need done to make sure that my face is clear and clean. So that's that. And then I also have used up one of the eye makeup removers. It's the Pro Eye Makeup Remover. It's in the purple bottle. And I must have used this up a while ago because since then I've used the Sephora and then the Maybelline. And I will not repurchase this. It's very good, but I will not repurchase this again. I feel that the Sephora and Maybelline versions where you shake them up have a much better effectiveness with waterproof mascara than this. And then this is just a little bit more expensive, and why buy this when I can get other things from the drugstore that I really do like? So that's not going to get repurchased. I have a few makeup items here. I have my Select Sheer Pressed Powder. This is powder that I love. Well, I hit pan a lot on there. It's something that they don't sell anymore. I was able to find a few cases, not a few cases, but a few compacts at the CCO, so I'm still working on them even though they're discontinued. But it's the Select Sheer Pressed Powder, and I'm in the color NC55, and it works perfectly. It's something that can give me a nice sheer coverage and even out my skin tone when I'm just ready to do something really quick and run out the house. So I definitely would repurchase this. I do have one that I'm working on right now and then a backup, at least one backup, 1 or 2, but I can't repurchase it because they don't sell this anymore. They have a different formula now. So that's that. And then I also have my MAC eyeshadow in Sable. It's completely empty, and I love this. It's one of my favorite MAC eyeshadows, so this is going back. I definitely would repurchase it. I have already, and I have one in my kit, and then one also for my personal use, and I love that color. If you haven't seen it before, you might as well check it out. I'm also going to take back this empty package for Zoom Lash. I really like, out of the MAC mascaras, I always repurchase this one because I didn't know much else about the other ones. And I did already have one of these in backup, but I think after that I'm not going to repurchase anymore because I have fallen in love with the, what do you call it, the Benefit They're Real mascara, and I have a few other mascaras to try by Too Faced and a few other brands, so I'm not going to repurchase this. It's like a habit, for a reflex. Like I use one, I go to MAC, I get another one. This might be my fifth one. I just automatically do it, but I think I'm going to put myself on hold and not do it the next time I'm at MAC because I want to try out some other mascaras. The other thing, well, I've got a whole bunch of things in here. I'll go through quickly. I'm going to turn in this empty tube for Prep and Prime, the eyelash primer. It's actually not empty. I just forgot I had it and I didn't use it in a long time, so I'm sure it's gone bad by now. But it is very good. I am going to try a different brand maybe of primer so that I don't have to always rely on MAC, but it's very good. It gives my lashes a lot more volume, and I like it, so that's going back. Another thing I've emptied out was my spiked eyebrow pencil, and it is something I use every day on my brows. I go through this. It took me a couple of months to go through this, but it's something I definitely would repurchase. I've already got a backup for it, and I love this pencil. I love doing my brows with pencils, and this color is perfect for me. Oh, I have another of the Prep and Prime lash. This is the one I got before. I forgot and used this one all up, but it's the eyelash primer. Very good. Next time I buy it, I won't forget that I have it. And then I have the Graph Black Technical Liner. It's the retractable liner pencil. And, well, I can't show you anything because it's all used up, but it's black. It's great. It's great for smudging, and it's something, you know, quick and easy when I want a black line. Not very good for making a wing liner because the end is very dull and fat, but it's a great black eyeliner. I think I might have another one of this already. Otherwise, I'm probably going to hold off on purchasing this again because I have a lot of the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliners that I need to start trying, and actually a few other, I think I have one by Stila and a few others that I haven't even tried yet. So I'm going to hold off on purchasing this again. And I'm also, oh, I had two of them. So this, yeah, I had two of the Graph Black Technical Liners. So I love it, but I'm just going to hold off on purchasing it again. And then my last MAC empties is my all-time favorite blush, and it is Plum Foolery. Completely hit pan on that. I have already repurchased it, and I'm using one, and I might have a backup of it already. And I also have one of these in my kit because I think it looks great on all skin tones, and I love it. It's a sheer tone blush, and it looks wonderful, and so I keep this one in stock, and it's MAC's Plum Foolery. So those are all the empties that I had to go over with you. Sorry if this video got really long, but I will try my hardest to keep an eye on my empties basket before it gets this full and make a video before it gets this long. So I hope you enjoyed. If there's products that you have been using up that you want to share with me that you think I might like to try, please put those in the comments below so that I can check those out. And then also, I hope you have a great week. I will be back soon with more videos, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.